Hey friends, I'm here with Reverend Stephen Sanders from Oak Hill United Methodist Church here in Austin. Reverend Sanders, you've been an integral part of Texas Impact's Ending Gun Violence team for a couple years now. Why did you choose to get involved in this work?
Scott, it's because I'm a hunter and I'm a gun owner, but I'm also a pastor. So I know the language and the culture of responsible gun ownership, but as a pastor, I also believe that God calls us to be caring for the most vulnerable. And for years, I expected our legislators to do something. Every time there was a tragedy, every time I had to sit with a family where someone had been shot or committed suicide, I wanted legislators to do something. And Uvalde made a shift within me. When Uvalde happened, I wasn't angry, I wasn't numb, I wasn't perturbed. I just felt normal. It was another normal day for me. And when I realized that, I realized there was something wrong within my soul.
Yeah.
And if this was normal for me, and if this is normal for my culture, for our society, then that was a call, I believe, from God to step up and engage in this issue. Because I have a foot in both worlds as a gun owner and someone who's been handling guns since he was a little kid, but also as a pastor who cares for people. I realized that I had to engage.
Yeah. So you are engaging. There are thousands of people here engaging today. We're standing in front of the Capitol, in front of a display of names of lives of people who've been lost to gun violence. We just finished a rally. People are going inside to make legislative visits. What are your reflections on today as we stand here in this space?
I think it's powerful, the number of people who have turned out and the diversity of people, people from all over the state. But quite honestly, one of the things that is most powerful is looking at the display of T-shirts behind us. You know, those are 1,000 T-shirts of people who would die that represent the lives of people who had died from the hands of gun violence.
Yeah.
And simply to bring a visual of that and saying, these aren't statistics. These are individual human lives, and people mourn their deaths, and communities grieve and are afraid. And so seeing people coming together and saying, we're not going to settle for this normal that we have, that we have to work to bring about a new normal.
So there are people who are making legislative visits today, have come from all over Texas, and then are going back to their own communities. There are people watching who didn't have a chance to make it today. What do you hope people will do to help end gun violence here in Texas when they go home to their own communities or in the place where they live and work?
I think a couple of things. We often use the phrase thoughts and prayers. Our thoughts and prayers are with you after a situation of gun violence. I ask that we actually take that seriously, and that we do engage our thoughts and prayers. And in our thoughts and prayers, for people who are grieving, that we listen for how God is prompting us to respond. And that we don't take thoughts and prayers to be some token escape of dealing with the real issue.
And then we're done.
But
prayed, I'm done.
let's really think and let's really pray about how God calls us to help keep people safe. That's what this is about. And then I ask that people pick up their phone, or better, write an email to their legislators. If you're able to make a visit to your local legislator's office, to do that and just say, here's where I am. For me, I'm a hunter, I'm a gun owner. If you can do that, and as a gun owner, being able to say, I want us to have basic laws to help keep people safe. Keeping guns out of the hands of dangerous people. Making sure kids can't get a hold of an unstored gun. And just basic laws that still allow people to have guns for appropriate use, but
just
where we're
common
not
sense solutions,
just
right?
common sense basic solutions. And so either pick up the phone, or I had a legislator tell me, send us an email. Send us an email, because then they collect all of that.
Right.
But don't try to make it too long. Just share your heart. But if you're able to go do an in-person visit in your own district, at an office that is staffed, do that. If you're able to come to Austin, do that. Because people are going to listen to the representatives The representatives and senators are going to listen to the voices of people from their districts.
Right.
Someone we have a farm in Kennedy, and the representative from Kennedy is not going to listen to me because I don't vote for him.
Right.
Because I'm not in that district. I've got land there, but I'm not in his district. But visit with your own legislative later.
All right, Pastor, really appreciate the time. Good luck on your visits today.
Thank you.
Let's continue.